Welcome back. Question 5 is just like the previous problem we did, question number 2. They're both defining terms in context questions. So we're going to use the exact same strategy. So step 1, we read the question while ignoring the answer choices. As used in line 48, designs most nearly means. Now step 2, we're going to refer back to the passage, read in context, and we're going to create our own word or words to substitute in for the word designs. So I'm going to start from line 41. Some of the young department clerks would often string him, as they called it, getting him started upon the subject dearest to him, the traditions and history of his beloved Southland. During his talks, he would quote freely from the anecdotes and reminiscences, but they were very careful not to let him see their blank, for in spite of his 68 years, he could make the boldest of them uncomfortable under the steady regard of his piercing gray eyes. So, lots of context here. So he'd talk about his, give him his stories. During his talks, he'd quote freely from his book, but they were careful not to let him see their blank, for in spite of his 68 years, he could make the boldest of them uncomfortable under the steady regard of his piercing gray eyes. So it seems to me that the word in question, designs, is more like their intentions or their true purpose or true nature. They're obviously keeping their guard up, and they don't want to let their guard down because Major Talbot, the clerks find Major Talbot intimidating. Now, step 3, after we come up with our own word or words, we eliminate the answer choices that are least like the ones we came up with. So patterns, obviously that doesn't work. It's not patterns as in a design pattern, and it's not an design arrangements, and it's not malice. There's no like hatred or evil or anything like that here. So motives is the one that's left. So motives is most like intentions or true purpose, true nature. So, and then lastly, we're just going to substitute motives in just to see if it makes sense, but they were very careful not to let him see their motives, for in spite of his 68 years, he could make the boldest of them uncomfortable under the steady regard of his piercing gray eyes. So that works. So the answer is A. In summary, reading context or defining terms in context questions, pay attention to the context, more to the context than the actual word itself.